If I had to use one word to describe Terrazzo in PvP, I think that word would be bad. Um, these are a couple clips from a couple weeks ago. I was trying so hard to make Terrazzo work in PvP, and the thing is, it as I think as most of you would expect, if you get in the zone charged, he basically can win the game if you have a good enough setup. Like if you're protected from stunning entrances, roaring entrances, stuff like that, he will win you the game. Like element accelerated is like 24 seconds, I think. A 24-second one shot is just unbelievable. But the thing is, getting 5 kills on a monster my issue with using, now this is a longer conversation for another day, but I use a lot of weird monsters. You guys know that. But the thing about using weird monsters, I think I mentioned this in the Abyss Soldier Bulwark video, is that everybody knows their like shtick, right? If a monster is like, their design is one special thing, then everybody's going to know that one special thing and they're going to be prepared to counter it. So everybody knows that Terrazzo just needs 5 kills and then he wins the game. So everybody's going to be countering Terrazzo, right? Like they're not going to let me get 5 kills on a monster whose sole purpose is to get 5 kills. So that's why I was having a lot of trouble with it, is because you really need to get this like perfect setup, which is so hard. I was originally thinking of doing Grimoris, right? Because that's kind of what you would think is, oh, you need kills on a monster, then use a monster that can give kills to a monster, right? Well, the thing is, this past season, Grimoris was on the limited list, and she was one of the one restriction monsters. So I couldn't use her with a bunch of other the very good monsters. But also, the thing with Grimoris is, in order to give a kill to a monster, Grimoris needs to have a kill herself, which means using Dream Hunt on something on hold ground or killing something that she puts to sleep. And that's difficult to do by itself. That's 100 seconds passing already. And then that's assuming she's not accelerated. 500 seconds it takes to give Terrazzo these 5 kills. Granted, okay, so 22 is the element accelerated in the zone. That's just crazy. But as I was saying, that's 500 seconds, maybe less if Terrazzo gets a couple kills. At least 300, I would think, to charge up this in the zone. And that's just not going to work. Like I said, when people know what his special thing is, people are going to counter him before he gets 5 kills, right? So that's why I was having trouble with this. So I did a unique setup with Blaze Bones and one-on-one. The thing was, I would one-on-one pass some time so that I could revolutionize, and then I would slash all and then cannibalize and then give turn. I think, no, okay, so this is after I was using Thugs, because you need people to fall asleep in order to get time to pass. Right there, of course, I got unlucky that the only person left awake was the one person with Purify, but it didn't matter in the long run. I gave up actually using the, what's it called, the one-on-one with, I don't remember. Maybe I did. I don't remember if this was like my first try on the team or like my second try or something, but it was weird. It was so weird getting this to work because Thugs only make the enemy team fall asleep for 200 seconds. And so it would like almost always end up with them waking up like right before I was about to finish the combo. So there, I just lost my Revolutionize, which was the way of getting 4 kills on Terrazzo, which is hard enough, and then I need a 5th. So this strategy didn't really work, but I do think I won this battle. I can't actually remember. But there, I just lost Terrazzo. So I was like, okay, well, what am I going to do? I think the reason I kept this clip in is because it shows the strength of my mid game, or my end game, really, which is a lot of what using this team relied on, because I did have a pretty strong end game At least I personally think it was pretty strong. So that kind of saved me and there, the slash all didn't kill Karina like I thought it would. But that end game saved me in this failed attempt of using Terrazzo. Here, I think I killed Missile Torment, right? I'm pretty sure, yeah, because everybody I have is raw, but I do have this Plumahemoth stun absorber with protecting with taunt. So this was a crazy comeback. Just going to say that. But the reason Terrazzo wasn't working, like I was saying, is because you can't get people under control enough. Flugs just doesn't sleep them for long enough in order to set up the specific combo I was going for. And maybe there's a better combo out there. Maybe there's something that works better than Revolutionize and Slash All and then Give Turn and then Cannibalize, because that's what I was doing, because Revolutionize puts also your monsters to 1 health. So I would cannibalize the Blaine's Bones and then do a Slash All and then do a Give Turn, and that's 5 kills, which is kind of, I think, how Terrazzo was designed to be used, like with the Slash All and then the Swift Cannibalize. But that's just not feasible in modern day PvP. So he didn't work. I did manage to pull it off a couple times, and I do not actually remember if those clips are in this video or not. But long story short, I tried, and I don't think I'm ever going to use Terrazzo in PvP again, because it was just it was a frustrating experience, if I'm being honest, because it's just everybody knows how to counter it. And so then everybody's going to counter it, and then you can't do the one strategy you build your team around. Like I said, luckily I did have an endgame strong enough to come back from that battle where his entire front line stopped my entire first, 10 monsters. But it was a struggle. I also did get the new Pidiegon icon. I thought that was pretty cool. There, of course, Stratostrike stays awake, but it's no big deal because I can... Do I Feast here? It actually might have been smarter to send back first. Send back Oni Blade before putting people to sleep, because Stratostrike, what's he going to do? He was going to Kinslayer, he was going to shield. So actually, that was a misplay by me. This could have been set up better. There, also, I should have killed Oni Blade, because then Slug could have sent back Unlimited again. It's okay, though. But here, I think I actually do get it set up, maybe... Or maybe this is one where, they just wake up right before. No, it looks like this one is set up perfectly. So I do the Cannibalize. He's Element Accelerated. That's 1 kill. Stratostrike does Second Wind. So that's only 4 kills with this Slash All. And Malwing, depending on who he puts to sleep, could be bad. And he put Mechaviathan to sleep, of course. So I can't give turn to the Terrazzo. And Stratostrike almost has double Survivor if he doesn't already have it charged. And of course, that Storm against my Water is really scary. I kill the Prismarics. He should have it by now. Yep, kills 2 of my monsters there. The Stunning Entrance, though, actually does pretty decent job because only Stratostrike is stun immune. And here I fall into the trap of Husking and Missile Torment, where Missile Torment is a protector who relies on Overwatch, and Husking has Time Freeze. So I just went for the kill on Atrahasis. His Grosso Guard next in line isn't really going to do much for me. Stun Flash, of course, doesn't hit Terrazzo because he was stealthed. I think, do I just go for a Slash All? No, just trying to pass time, trying to get that final kill, because Terrazzo needs 1 more kill. He's sitting at 4, and nobody else has kills that he can Slayer Break or Shield Break until now that Malwing does. And Mechaviathan is sitting completely useless because Husking, again, has Time Freeze. So I go for the Assisted Splash on Gear Tyrant, and he does the Risky Heal All, gets his turn right back from Gizzleguard with the Shadow Worm. But now, finally, somebody has a kill. So I thought about Slayer Breaking, but then I saw next in line, that was actually interesting. I saw next in line he had the Griff King, so I wanted to actually stun now, I think. But then Husking died anyway off of the death sentence. So that was pretty, that was pretty awesome, the way that worked out, because now I can do, obviously, try and get around this Grizzle Guard and do my Slayer Break on the Gear Tyrant whenever I can actually get to it. I do the team turn, and then I just do a Slash All, because that's going to get me 2 more kills. Counter Strikes puts Jingle Dragon to hold ground, and now I can finally start pulling up. Oh, well, okay, so yeah, he didn't have any monsters left. Even though Terrazzo had in the zone charge, there was really no point in giving turn to him, because I could just kill the rest of his monsters. And, I won in the end. Did I win using Terrazzo? Technically, yes. Did I win using in the zone? No. And yet again, I run into this same team that I played earlier. And of course, finally the Purifier doesn't stay awake, but he just seals the person that I needed to put everybody to sleep. So I'm thinking, great, this is great. This is so great. I kill the Regalian. His Revenarchion can kill Thug Bruno if he wants. Charge double Blood Crave, which he decides to do. Now I just repulse, because that's just going to shut him down. Garden Fairy Violet, of course, is annoying, just in terms of time, really. She just wastes time. But I can kill the Karina there, start charging Bloodthirst, on Oni Blade. But at this point, I know, like, my strategy is so totally ruined. Like, it's just not set up in the right way at all, because of the way this got messed up by his front line, and by getting Seal on Thug Bruno. It just totally messed me up. And so I decided to just Ultra Blaze, because there was nothing else I could do with Lug Becky anyway. But this whole experience trying to use Terrazzo in PvP, it was a struggle. It was a very difficult thing to do, because, like I've said multiple times, everybody knows what to expect when they see a Terrazzo on the field. And really the only way you could make this work is in that front line, right? Like, where you set up this crazy like control setup in the front line. Because if, like, I've thought about this, trust me, I've thought about this. If you try and do like a stun lock and then bring in Terrazzo, that could realistically work with Grimoris, as long as Grimoris already has a kill, right? And so Grimoris needs to be on the field when you're doing your stun lock, and also getting 5 kills on a stun lock is difficult. Or not 5 kills, doing 500 seconds of stun is difficult. Also, I did get in the zone charged here though. Also, you have to worry about stun locking, that just in itself is difficult. And then also, if you do it like you see in the front line, people are going to counter it. If you try to do sleep, there's counters. It's just hard, is what I'm saying. So overall, I think this is going to be my Terrazzo video. I tried it. I gave it my best shot. And in the end, I got some satisfying clips. Like this, just sweeping through everybody at 30 seconds, that's satisfying. But then, of course, he gets put to sleep by the Sweet Feather entrance. But it's just not worth going for, aside from a single video, because it just doesn't work. He's too hard to make work. Too much goes into it, into making him function. Too much goes into the setup, that it's just not viable. And unfortunately, that's really too bad, because I think Terrazzo is awesome, but he just doesn't work in PvP. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one.